Welcome to my channel. This is the Diamond Chrysalis, aka Divested Diamonds. This is divestment with purpose, and you have arrived. Greetings and salutations, ladies. Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for being here today. Please do me a favor and click the like button as you watch this video. This will enable the YouTube algorithm to recommend my content across the platform. This action will hopefully entice like-minded individuals to come to the channel and be a part of these very important conversations. In today's premiere, I'll be reacting to, or rather, responding to a YouTuber named Olivia Alexa. Now, for those of you who've never heard of her, well, let me just catch you up. Olivia is part of the Pick Me gang, the Barbara the Builder gang, the Uplift the Kane gang. She's right up there with the other queens of the manosphere, basically pandering to low-tier, low vibrational men who cannot function properly as men in this very competitive society. She is what you would call a red pill cheerleader, someone who helps losers feel good about themselves. It's very evident when you look at her content and comment sections. But anyway, without further ado, let's get started.
Hi guys. 9 times out of 10, the things that are often overlooked are exactly where your attention should be. We're in a social media world, a world where everything is visual, but the funny thing is a lot of women are still so blind. They see the dollar signs, the status, the lifestyle, all of which are attached to a man that's not worth her time, but that's exactly who gets all of it.
Most women naturally are attracted to men who are powerful, worth something, doers, builders, innovators. Only in the so-called community do they normalize building a man because the men that are available are low tier and needy, which in itself is unattractive. But let's continue.
See, what you don't understand is the same man that you look down on because he was working a 9-to-5, regular guy, out every day grinding to make it, is the same man who would have treated you right. But you overlook the person you should have seen. And that's the case with so many women.
You see, this is the lie that they like to tell. A man isn't necessarily good simply because he experienced adversity. This notion that a woman should consider lowering her standards to men that she feels are less than is absolutely ridiculous. But let's continue.
A person will show you who they truly are when you have nothing to offer them. When you have little to no benefit to offer is when you will see what a person is truly about and where your relationship stands. A lot of women neglect the beauty of dating a struggling man, but that's where the foundation of trust is built. The loyalty, the commitment, because he's not trying to win you over with any money because he doesn't have it. He's going to win you over with effort, consistency, and that comes with respect. See, you only value and respect something that you had to work hard to get. He understands the sweat, the long days, the living paycheck to paycheck, the goal setting, working overtime just to take you somewhere nice, etc.
Here's the thing. Most women who are of any value at all, and I mean women who love themselves with everything they've got, women with high self-esteem, would never and must never settle for a struggling man. We all have a journey in life, and since men have positioned themselves on top of the hierarchy, why must they be coddled when broke? Women respect hardworking men who've achieved something, men who've achieved certain things in life, men of a higher status, and not the type who are constantly looking to a woman to build them up. The types of men that she's talking about are the same ones who leave these women behind after they've sacrificed themselves and put their lives on hold. These women put their dreams on hold, and for what? No woman should ever play Barbara the Builder for any man if she knows what's good for her. We've all seen how these stories end, and it's never favorable for the women. It's absolutely fine for a woman to be with a man once he's done building himself up and gotten his priorities in order.
That's where 90% of the time the guy with wealth falls short. He has no respect for you. He didn't put in any effort with you. He didn't have to work to build a foundation with you. He simply bought you.
Is it hard to believe that there are men out there who actually take pride in building everything that they have from the ground up without expecting the woman they're with to chip in? And I speak from experience when I say that some men exhibit sheer joy and pride in knowing that they didn't have to step on the backs of women to achieve their success, because that is what gives them character as men. And don't get me wrong, there are weak men on both sides of the aisle, but just because someone achieved success, it doesn't necessarily make them ill-mannered, disrespectful, or inclined to look down upon women. You see, that's not necessarily a status thing. That's a flaw in one's character, and it varies from one man to the next. Let's not hate on rich or wealthy men simply because they have money. A man isn't better simply because he struggled. Sure, his experiences may have built his character, but that kind of empathy is exactly what puts women, but especially Black women, in the poorhouse. Let's continue.
To him, you're just another prize on the shelf, something to pull out when he wants to play with it and throw back when he's done. That's what most wealthy men do. They buy things because they can, not because they need it. Hell, sometimes not even because they want it, just because they can. They're more intrigued with the fact that they can buy you instead of actually being intrigued with you. To him, you come at a monetary cost, and he can buy 1,000 more of you because you come a dime a dozen. You're nothing special.
Oh boy. Broke men use women all the time and then discard them once they find another to latch onto. Rich men may sometimes behave that way too, but this is not every rich man's disposition. Every woman needs to arm herself with the common sense to vet. Let me repeat that. Every woman needs to arm herself with the common sense to vet any man that she chooses to entertain. It's every woman's responsibility to make sure that she knows and understands who it is that she's allowing into her personal space. Your argument, sweetheart, is weak. Bless you.
But with the struggling man, your love was bought with authenticity and genuineness that was built on solid ground, and that's the beauty within the struggle. So until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Ladies, say no to struggle love. You know, the pick-me community, and they know who they are. These pick-me chicks are really trying to sell you cheap, basic plastic as high-fashion designer wear. A man who relies on a woman to accept him with nothing to his name is a weak man. He shouldn't be thinking of being in a relationship until he's got his priorities straight. Why would you date when you have nothing to offer? It's not any woman's responsibility to build a man, nor should it be expected. These are the same men who insist on barking orders at women when they have no pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. Aren't these the same men who talk about being heads of households when they have no homes to be heads of? Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Women have every right to be discriminatory when it comes to their dating preference or who they choose to spend their life with. You know, you can't keep telling women to choose better while simultaneously telling them to drop their standards in order to accommodate those who feel left behind. So no, Struggling men are not the prize because that struggle leads to arguments, unpaid bills, low credit scores, and misery. And who in their right mind wants to live like that? As somebody once said, one key to success is demanding more than adequacy, never settling for good enough, and always doing a little bit more. Most women respect successful men because they are aspirational and inspirational. There's something to be learned from that. Here's the thing. What's a woman to do with a man's dreams or potential? Nothing. Until those dreams and potential are realized, they remain his pipe dream. And goodness knows you can't do much with that. Nor can you pay bills with it.
What's wrong with women liking successful guys? I keep seeing these hidden camera videos where the girl like hops in the guy's Lambo and he's like, oh, you're on camera because you're a gold digger. Eh. And then all the comments are like, yeah, show that gold digger. Exposed. Personally, for the record, I like women who have nice taste. I want them to have expensive things, nice earrings, nice jewelry, whatever. Because when she's out in the world, that's a representation of me. And if she's not balling or looking well put together, then that makes me look bad as a man. And these guys are just sort of mad at women in general. But the thing is you don't ever have to worry about gold diggers because you don't have any gold to dig.
On that note, what are your thoughts on what's been discussed here today? Please leave your thoughts and comments down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And remember, ladies, it's not your responsibility to realize someone else's dreams. Work on yourselves, work on your own dreams, and take care of your mental health. Never, and I mean never, offer yourself up as a stepping stone to someone else's achievements. Thank you so much for watching. This is the Diamond Chrysalis. Divest like a butterfly, and I'll see you next time. Bye, diamonds.